So at least about a month ago, I actually found out that this game called Ploid, along with other game called Reknum Soul Adventures, which are both been ported over to the Dreamcast. Originally they were both NES games from Nape Games. Now Ploid was in a Kickstarter and was crowdfunded to a success, but unfortunately when it came to execution for this game, it's supposedly a Mega Man inspiration game, but to me, it just feels like a low-budget Mega Man inspiration game. For me, it's like the game, when it comes to gameplay-wise, like it wasn't bad or anything, but the only problem is like the game just felt generic. I didn't even care about the story anyway, too. But for gameplay-wise, whenever I was going through these levels, the game just felt generic at best. Because every level I played, it either feel like some parts of the levels just felt like it was cut and paste, and that was just it. I just felt like there were some aspects in the game that was lazy. Plus, some of the bosses in the game I've played was, whoa, super easy to even beat. But what is interesting is that each different port of this game, whenever you start a tutorial level, there's always going to be a different controller layout, only because they're in a specific system, like the NES, Evercade, and Dreamcast, or maybe everything else you can find. You guys can find this on modern systems, I believe. I know there's one on Switch. It's also on Steam as part of the Ploid saga, which is supposed to be like 3 games in one, I'm assuming. Because I never really played on there. The only one I played was the NES version, which was part of the Indie Heroes Collection 1 on Evercade. And let's just say this game does not offer much levels. There is an X mode which makes the levels a lot harder, and a music player in case you guys just want to listen on the go. So I think that was cool for that part. But as I said, the levels just have no personality in it, and I just thought it was just dumb. Because once I got to the final part of the level, there's like no ending. So I'm thinking to myself, did I even beat the game? Did I miss something? But the thing is, I was playing the game, the first level, back again, but there was no cutscene, which I don't even know. I don't know if they forgot to put something in it. Am I missing something? I don't know. This game does not take that long to beat, in all honesty. So I just don't know if it's worth getting on the Dreamcast. The only thing that's my favorite is that every time when you reach the end of the level, you can grab these NES cartridges, which is something you can collect. Which I actually think it was pretty cool and something different and never even seen on anything that's like an NES game. So at least there was something fresh I seen. I just thought it was cool that they actually added that to the game. But for some reason, whenever you keep rapidly shooting, or maybe there's like 3 enemies on screen, the game has frame rate dipping, and I have no idea why. Plus, I think some of the character models are a little bit too big for the NES game. Maybe that might have caused a problem, but that's just me. Plus, some of the character models just look generic at best. So I don't even know what to say about this game other than the fact that you guys should not waste your money getting this game, no matter what system. But if you guys are just like Dreamcast guy, you just want to play this on a Dreamcast, well, you can. I mean, I don't care. But I'm just letting you guys know, you guys are probably not going to enjoy playing this game. But its other game, on the other hand, Reknum Soul Adventures, is a completely different story. That one is actually a Zelda clone, as I can say. And it took me almost 2 hours to beat that game. I'm not kidding when I say this. So this one is more of a mix between like Zelda going up, down, left, and right, and then a mix of like just 2D, like just playing like complete 2D. There'll be some guys that will supposedly tell you the secret, but oh, it is just the same thing over and over, so I thought I'd let you guys know about that one. And there's also like different weapons to choose. You got a sword, you got a boomerang, a bomb, whatever that thing is I saw. It looks like some sort of rope, but I don't even know what that is. But I can't really can't even say anything about it. So if you guys are having trouble jumping to places, you can just double jump to like a wall. You can jump one part of the wall and click again to go another part of the set. You can also have, you guys have underwater sets where you can just rapidly keep pressing the button to jump. So that's fine, even though there's like no swimming animation or whatever, which I just thought was lazy on their part. But some of the bosses, I can say, are a mix between easy and hard. The first one was okay, the second one was super easy for me to beat, and then the rest is different. Sometimes I question as to how much projectiles I have to keep shooting. And that's the thing, every time you fight against a boss, you can actually, well, you collect these little things or whatever, and it's supposed to gather up some sort of portal or something. I don't even know. So anyway, so you just keep going, find keys and whatever to open doors. Make sure you look everywhere because you may miss them. So there's also going to be like enemies for you to fight, but the thing is they don't feel rewarding because they don't drop you a health item or nothing. But there are potions scattered around the place, so you shouldn't be able to have a hard time finding them. And there's some obstacles in the way, like lava or maybe some sort of like gears that send you backwards. Whatever else there is that you can actually find. There's certain enemies that take too long to hit for some dumb reason. I don't know what's up with that. And I ended up fighting the final boss in the game, which is a pain in the butt. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but just so you know, it's the hardest thing you ever fight. I don't know how many things I had to keep hitting. It's just so dumb. But, look, there's mazes too, just like Zelda. You know how the secret that they Zelda, you have to know which way you're going? Well, they tell you where to go, which is good, but the only problem is that it's overcomplicated because it takes so long to complete a maze. I have no idea why they even did this, but it's long. You have to keep going through these, following the rocks or the cactuses over and over and over again until you find what you need to get there. Maybe you just go there to get a key, or you need to go there to go to some sort of temple or find your way out. It is so overdone. I have no idea why they even did this in the first place. But regardless, I beat the game and I have fun. So I think you might have fun playing this game instead of Ploid. I think this is one of their few first games on there, but Ploid had to be one of their first at least, because Reknum actually came out sometime after Ploid, so it should make sense. But regardless of this, for anyone that owns a Dreamcast, I hope you'll enjoy this game rather than Ploid.